Right, so this is the thing that we're doing here. We're using this device to remove the mortar. Water coming through the airline. Well, as you can probably hear, it's really, really windy. So I hope that the microphone's picking me up okay. Yeah. Right, let's do this. This is a pneumatic hammer or chisel, which is exactly the same as using a conventional hammer and chisel, only I don't have to do the hammering. The hammering's done for me with the machine. And yes, I could be using a grinder, but the thing is it's really, really wet. And that's electricity involved, which we don't want to really be using when it's wet. Whereas this is compressed air. It's run off the compressor which is in the van, and the electric for the compressor is also in the van, so it's all nice and dry. Also, I think this does a better job than a grinder. And the secret is when you're using one of these, you go into the middle of the mortar joint, and what it does, it shells off the cement mortar, so it doesn't damage the brick, or in theory. Anyway, we're sheltered a little bit in here with this tent. Not brilliant, but it's better. And of course, using this, it saves all that work after with the pick, because this will take it all out. And then I'll use a disc on the air grinder just to take the lime out. Right, so what we're seeing here now is the original lime bedding. And what we're doing, we're removing the cement mortar off the lime bedding. Two reasons. One, it's so that the lime can start to breathe again. So you've got that capillary reaction where the water can go in and come out. Also, we'll cut them deeper because we're going to repoint it, but we're going to do that with lime. And obviously, this time of year we won't be doing the pointing, but we'll be getting it all prepped and ready for the spring. Now you could, if you so wished, use a thin stone cutting grinder disc and put it through the middle of the joint and then chip it away, break it out. But this is equally as good for doing this. However, not everybody has this sort of setup, I understand that. So you can do it with a grinder. But I wouldn't use a big thick cutting disc or breaking out disc, because some of the joints, yeah, they take it, but some of them are really thin. This is also a great tool for removing brickwork. So, you know, you can cut round a brick with it to lift it out, and it'll also cut through a brick if you need it to. course, there's a lot of videos out on YouTube and really on social media talking about how to solve damp problems on these old buildings, and you know, some of them are great, some of them will give you the right ideas, but a lot of them, they're using cement renders, tanking agents, you know, silicon injection, you name it, they're doing it, and it's all wrong. You know, these old buildings, there's only one way to sort them, and that's to put them back to exactly as they were when they were built, which is basically using lime plasters and lime mortars, internally as well as externally. And the stone, of course, paint off the stone. You know, this was thick black paint on this stone. I've removed it and recut the face of the stone, so it's like a new piece of stone now. There's no rot on it. It's lovely and flat, lovely and smooth, nice square edges. Well, apart from the bottom, which I've not done as yet. But you know, it's good to go now for another 160 years. Anyway, let's get some more of this muck out. Yes, the wind's getting really, really gusty now. Right, I want to show you this down here. Now, this is a piece of flat copper, and it's from an electrolysis system, which at some point somebody's done to try and stop damp. It's obviously not worked because the brickwork is absolutely saturated inside and outside. So this kind of practice of trying everything to stop damp, apart from doing the lime, doesn't work. It's the lime that works, because we've done the front and the front's now drying out, and that had everything known to man on it to try and stop damp, and all I've done is basically put it back to lime and it stopped the damp. Now you see this is one of those newfangled fibre optic cables from BT. Now we've had to have a piece of this replaced. Fortunately, did it for now. But inside that is your cable, your fibre optic cable, and it's thinner than a human hair. Now, if you're doing a pointing job on your house and it's got one of these, be very gentle with it, because they'll snap so easily. Really, really are fragile. And if it snaps inside and they have to come and put you a new cable on from the pole, apparently it's about £300 to £400. So beware of them, these new fibre optic cables. They're a pain in the butt. Yeah, there it is. It's not the comfiest place to be, I've got to admit. However, there's probably about a square foot to do, and then we can get the old air grinder on it and open up the joints, and that's this panel done then. I might put the flapper disc over it as well, so I don't think I've done it yet down here, looking at it. So we've got that to do as well. Right, I'll crack on and I'll come back to you, and we're doing something a bit more interesting. Right, so the next gadget is the air grinder. I'm just going to use it now with the flapper disc on, just to go over these bricks. don't quite fit on this grinder, these discs. I'll have to get the spanners. Right. Well, I haven't got the spanners with me for that one. So, I've got the little one, which will do, because there's only a couple of bricks that need doing on here. I think I've missed them. So, the old dentist drill. Reminds you of having to fill in. So that bit there, that piece there, is a big iron pin. You can see the brick's damaged as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that brick out to remove that iron pin. It's the main pin, eventually it's going to rot and expand and push all this brickwork up. What's known as rust jacking. So yeah, we'll remove that. That's a big lump of the original lime mortar. You can see it's, you know, it's soft enough to snap. The old sand and cement that we pulled out of there, no chance of snapping that. That is absolutely solid. People wonder why they get down. Right. Yeah. Well, this weather's getting much worse. I think it might be wise to pack it in for the day. These winds are hitting incredible speed now. There's a plank starting to come loose up top, but I think I'll just blow onto the other planks which are clipped. I ain't going up there to try and retrieve it, it's too dangerous. Right, so I think we'll leave it here today. All I can do really is brick up that bit there. But I don't think I've got the bricks with me. It means going up and getting bricks and coming back. So we'll leave it for tomorrow. Right, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. Tuesday morning. And I've just put the scaffolding right around the chimney now. Put the pulley up. So we can now safely get to the back side of it. It's a bit of a Fred Dibner type scaffolding, but it's safe enough. We hope. But I've got to get the paint off the back side of it, cut out the cement mortar, repoint the back and that side you can see there, and then we've got to take that pot off, bring it down and take up a different pot and put that on and do all the flaunching around the pot. So quite a bit of work. Oh yeah, there's some lead work to do on the chimney as well that we've discovered, so there's a fair old bit on that. Right, let's get up there now. You can come up with me if you like and we'll have a do. Wait there. Right, well this is what we've got. Like I said, it's a bit of a Fred Dibner combination, but it's the only way I can get to the back of this chimney to get the muck off it. Yes. Right, we've got the old respirator there, lead and grinder, and we're going to start. If you look at the sky behind us, it looks like it's going to chuck it down. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Because I've just got set up. We'll see. Wind's getting up as well. rain stopped and we're back up. So take two. Come on. There we go. Oh, see if we can get another 5 minutes in before it rains. Oh, dear, dear. I don't know. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Some of this paint off here, eh? Where are you? Right, well it's no good, I'm going to have the respirator on for the rest of it. It's winning my eyes and everything. It's a bit restricted though when you've got it on. Right, that's all the paint off. I've cut the joints out and I've got rid of that horrible metal thing that was on there. So it's just a case now we'll wash it down, just trim up to get off these bits on the edges as normal, and then that's it, it's ready for pointing. Right, so there's the lead all cut and ready, and what we've got to do is basically put a flange on that end. So we've got the vise there, and we've got a bit of wood in it, which is holding it nice and straight for the edge. And that's what we're forming. We've got 11 of those to do, and then we're going to put that flange bit, it goes into the joint like so they sit flush with the brickwork. Now we've got to do one way, turn around, do the other way for the left and right hand side of the chimney breast. Lift that up a bit, pressing again, start it off. Job done. Right, I've got 11 of those to do, so we'll see you up top. Right, well that's the lead steps in. Just going to point them up now, and that's that bit done. And I can start pointing around the other side then. All in a day's work. Right, that's the chimney done. It's very, very windy today, so I'm not really been able to film a great deal of doing it. That's the side. See down there, the new lead work in. And then round the other side. All nicely done. So that's the brickwork now, fully restored. All we've got to do up here is change that pot. It's a bit windy today for it, so we're going to have some lunch now and then think about what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Thursday morning, and we're down paint stripping again. Getting the top of the apex done. Once we strip the paint, get rid of this yucky cement mortar, so it's like that over there. I'll not film me stripping the paint, I think we've all seen enough of that, but I shall show you the end result in a while. Right, I'll crack on while you put your feet up and have a brew. Catch you in a bit. Well, it's Friday morning. Bit of a later start this morning because of rain. It's supposed to brighten up, but it's absolutely lashing it down at the minute. But today's challenge is Operation Chimney Pot, which is going to be fun, so I've got to get it on the top of that scaffolding by myself, and it is quite weighty. However, if it stops raining, we will attempt it. I'll give you a little bit of footage on how not to get a chimney pot up a scaffolding on your own. Right, we'll see you in a bit. Well, there we have it. Needs a bit of a wash actually. It's got a bit of muck on it now, so we'll give it a wash before we take it up. But what a beauty. We're going to take that all the way to the top. Let's do it. Now then, let's see if my plan works. The plan is to get it part way up on the scaffold, which means I've got to go up there and move some boards now. This is going to be fun. That's not helping. There we go. Right, are you going to go up there now or not? That's the question. Come on, get up there. Okay. Come on, turn. Come on. Turn, you bugger. Right. That's not going to work. Now, come on. Ooh. Well, so far so good. Just got to get to the top lift now. Well, there you go. Damn thing's up there. It's always healthy to have a bit of fear when you're doing something like that. You know, don't be overconfident. If you're overconfident and you're going to end up either dropping the weight you're trying to lift or you're going to fall, or both. Right, I'm going to get a cup of tea, and then we're going to remove the old flaunching off the chimney, remove the old pot, lower that down, and then put on the new pot, all before this afternoon, if possible. Right, see you after brew. Right, I've got a lump off, which is good. Somebody turned up the ladders here. Oh, she's out. Oh, lovely, cheers. Not as heavy as that beast.
No, no, that's a beast. That's a proper one.
It is, isn't it? Victorian.
Why? Oh, this stiff things in like that.
I know. I know.
One, two,
three. Down she goes. That's smashing, thanks for that. Right, so here, looky there. There's a chap come to look at the roof. And he gave me a lift up with that pump then, which is good, saving me struggling. Right, so I'm going to go mix some gear now. And do the function around the pot. But I might just do enough just to hold it on for now. Because the weather is looking a bit rainy, we'll see. So I'd like to get it done and finished, to be honest, and get the scaffolding down. Right, you wait there for me. I'll be back shortly. Lovely. Right, so just got the last bit of launching to do now, and that's it. Chimney's finished. What a job. We'll give it a little polish when we're done. Look it nice and clean. All we've got to do now is give the old pot a bit of a polish. So I'm going to go down and get a bit of rag and some WD, and it just makes it nice and clean and shiny. And hopefully, pot will be happy here for another 160 years. Right then, boys and girls, that's pretty much it for this week's video. The pot's done. We've got all the paint off. The scaffolding can now come down. Just wait for this roofer chap to finish. So I said he could get up on the roof off the scaffold, make his life a bit easier. So, hope you enjoyed this week's video. A little bit longer than normal. All the work to do. So if you have enjoyed it, don't forget, give us that thumbs up. And subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. You're like a good fresh subscriber. And welcome to everybody that has subscribed this week. I hope you enjoyed this video too. Right, we'll see everybody next week.